Hi, my name is Mike Lynn, and I'm a technical specialist at IBM. Welcome back to part 2 of Watson Assistant for HR. A few years ago at IBM, we implemented Watson Assistant for HR, and it now connects to all of our backend systems, like Workday. It's available across multiple channels, such as our employee portal and Slack, and it's easily accessible by all 300,000 IBM employees. It's pretty mind-blowing that in 2022, IBM employees interacted with the bot 8.4 million times. That's a lot of cost and time savings for our HR team. And now they're just primarily tasked with helping with the more complex issues, while things like FAQs and time off can be handled by Watson. Now I'm going to jump into part 2 of our demo to showcase FAQs, accessing our backend systems, and generative AI with Watson for HR. Enjoy. All right, welcome back to our lender employee portal. I'm going to start off by just demoing a simple FAQ. So I'm going to go into Watson and I can type in, can I rent a car for work? Watson provides an answer by reading the company's policies, either from an HR handbook or the company intranet. Watson can extract the specific policy or passages and even use generative AI to make the response more human-like. It's very easy to implement for those questions that you get all the time. But I'm going to demonstrate an FAQ where you must access, let's say, a backend system. So I'm going to type in, what's my per diem? When I ask about the per diem, Watson actually disambiguates by asking which state, and once answered, Watson provides an answer. That information comes from the backend systems that Watson can easily connect to. So if I click California, I can see that my per diem or meal limit for California is $64. But let's now show a search skill. So finding an answer within a document. So I can say something specific like, can I get time off to vote? This is probably less commonly asked, and I might not have implemented this in Watson, so I can provide out-of-the-box access to the corporate knowledge base, like a handbook, intranet, etc., using the search skill, so you can be able to answer pretty much any question that an employee asks, whether you thought to include it or not. I can say something else. Can I get military leave? And once again, it's going to search through a knowledge base to find an answer. So searching through a knowledge base is great, but with using generative AI, we can have a more conversational flow. So I'm going to ask another question where we've now implemented generative AI. I'm asking, do we have to pay for the lender benefits package? And this is an example of Watson using generative AI to give an answer. This is not like ChatGPT, where the answer is a generic one from the internet, which may include bias, misinformation, hate speech, etc. This is using generative AI to give a trustworthy answer based on your company's documents. I'm going to talk a little bit more about disambiguation, which clarifies something like a vague question. So if I type in payroll, I want to find out what taxes are being withheld in my paycheck. And I'm not sure which question really to ask, so I'll just put payroll. And Watson is smart, just like a human, and works to clarify the question. This is called disambiguation. Watson presents me with some options, so I can select an option like view your pay stub. An image of my last paycheck has been retrieved from a backend system and displayed. Watson has used disambiguation to assure that the employee is getting what they asked for. Watson's working with the backend system to get the answer for the employee. Also, Watson was able to display multimedia content with the pay stub, and it can also show images, videos, audios, maps, and more. And all of this is out of the box. And finally, I'm going to demonstrate opening a ticket in a ticketing system. So I can say, I'm getting married. What should I do? This is a life event and cannot be handled directly by a virtual assistant, so a ticket needs to be opened with the ticketing system to be handled by the HR support desk. This life event can affect many things. You can build your virtual agent to handle them, but lender prefers to have an HR agent talk to the employee. In this case, HR is closed, so Watson will submit a ticket so HR gets back to the employee. The ability to open a ticket, look up status, is all through out-of-the-box integrations with ticketing systems. That's all for the demo today. IBM's Watson Assistant for HR has certainly made my employee experience better. Want to give it a try? Go to cloud.ibm.com and register for a free trial of Watson Assistant, or leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.